Yes, thank you very much. A brief presentation, but a lot to talk about. We made a few bold claims, but just to start, a general question. I mean, do you think the consumer market is still really concerned with the latest processor improvements? Haven't we reached a level where we provide all the performance that a consumer needs, or is their lifestyle or are their uses of technologies, is this still driving demand?
I think this question is a recurring question. It's a question that's probably asked a few years ago. It's been asked today, and I dare say that it will be asked again in the future. The simple way to answer, I guess, is to say that the things that we do with our computers today, we pretty much take for granted. Imagine trying to do the things that we do today, online with YouTube and all the other sort of mechanisms that are at Facebook, with the compute power of, let's say, a few years ago. The user would not have a great experience. So this innovation cycle, I think, will keep driving that question. Have we reached a road where people don't really care? I don't believe that to be the case. I think that innovation is the engine driver of the business that we are in. So as long as new usage model comes along, that compute power will still be required so that the user has the best possible experience.
It's a fair point, but I'll probably ask you again next year.
We'll be talking about different products and different models by then, hopefully.
You talked about Intel's identity as a semiconductor company, and I think that creates a bit of a challenge in terms of your involvement in the retail channel. Your products or your components are typically part of a third-party product. It's physically indirect, your relationship with the channel. How does that impact your relationship or the need to build a special relationship with retailers?
Well, one of the data points that I cited in my presentation is that the consumer piece of the business is expected to be over 60% as we go forward. Actually, more than that by 2014. Retail is clearly a powerful route to market for us. Okay, so it's incumbent on us to make sure that we work with the retailers so that we get the correct messaging of our products. We want the customers to buy the best possible product for their usage models. I'll give you an example. We worked with retailers recently to do category management within their store, again, to try and segment the product so people coming in, they pretty much know what they want to do when they come in the store. So we just want to make sure that, they have the right positioning in store, the right marketing material, the right messages, so that they buy the best possible products. And that also helps the retailer, because, there has been data or research done in the past, notably in the US, where people leave the store having spent anything between $100 to plus below what they were actually prepared to buy when they went in the store. Yeah, and sometimes that happens because in store, the messaging is not right. So, as I say, don't underestimate the depth of knowledge that Intel has in that space, and that's why we look to work closely with our retail customers.
Sure. That's one of the reasons you're here at DCC, I would imagine.
Yes, absolutely.
I wrote something down. It's a bit of a bold claim. You're saying the Middle East total addressable market will grow 3 times its current size by 2014. I mean, are you confident that will come to pass? Is this based on projections? Is this based on hopes? Or is this rather just expectation? Are we tracking in that direction?
If I was to make that bold claim, I'd just finger in the air. My boss will probably kill me. But at Intel, we actually have a whole bunch of people who do a lot of market analysis. So it's a combination of a lot of detailed work that's done to be able to make that statement. And we don't make that statement lightly. I mean, the historical trends based on past projections that we've done has been pretty much there. So we really believe that this is going to be the case here. And what we're trying to do also now is internally align our resources to be ready for that, to make sure, if we believe that, as I say, consumer is going to be a big part of the play, to make sure that we have the people, the tools, the mechanisms all aligned to be able to capture that opportunity.
And big opportunity is what you're saying. And you look across, our vast geography, you look across, our fragmented markets. Where do you see the biggest growth potential?
Well, I'm responsible for the GCC, so I'll talk about the GCC. Clearly, in the UAE, there is a very strong and evolving and rapidly developing retail channel here. There are a lot of people that transit out through UAE, so there's a market opportunity here. The other countries that we see potential are Kuwait, Qatar. So what we try to do is that each market has its own dynamics, right? Each market has its own consumption power. What we need to make sure is that we are there to make sure that our products, the retailers, are getting the maximum benefit by selling the best products for their customer.
And if you had to sum up the Intel message into one clear statement, one thing you want the audience to leave here with, what would you say to them?
Well, I mean, Intel is a $30 billion brand. It's in the top 10 of the world. We want to make sure that people, we want to work with people to leverage, if you like, that brand power with our products. with the supply chain, with the retailers, and don't think of Intel as just the guys that make the processor. We do that, and we do that extremely well. We're very good at that. But we're also very good at other things. And in retail, as I said, we have a whole bunch of collateral, a whole expertise and know-how that we want to share and work with our retail customers with.